after 10 o'clock this morning, IMPD officers responded to 524 South Holt Road, referenced a domestic disturbance with a weapon. As officers responded, they encountered a female outside of the residence at 524 who stated that her female roommate was being held hostage in a bedroom inside the residence by her boyfriend, who was also armed with a handgun. Officers then went into the residence and attempted to de-escalate the situation verbally and being able to communicate with him through the doors and through the walls. At that point, SWAT team members responded also. SWAT team members continued to negotiate. Negotiators were here. This went on for some time. At a certain point, a gunshot was heard from inside the bedroom to make sure that to protect the safety of the hostage. SWAT team members then immediately entered the bedroom where they engaged a suspect. At least 4 officers then fired their department-issued weapons, striking the suspect. And simultaneously, they then grabbed the hostage and removed her from the situation and took her to a safe location outside the residence. As this was going on, IMPD SWAT team medics who were here on the scene then entered the residence and attempted to medically evaluate the suspect. They then pronounced him deceased here at the scene. Right now, IMPD Critical Incident Response Team is here assisting in the investigation. What we do know is that all the officers involved were wearing body-worn cameras that were activated at the time of this incident. Those recordings are being uploaded into the system and will be later reviewed. Officers, when they entered the bedroom, did locate a knife, a machete, and a handgun inside that bedroom. The Indianapolis Marion County Forensic Services Agency responded to identify and collect all the potential evidence. The Marion County Coroner's Office will assist in determining the exact cause of death and positively ID the suspect and release that information. No officers or uninvolved citizens were injured during this incident. Detectives are confident right now that there is no ongoing threat to the community. The Civilian Majority Use of Force Review Board will conduct a mandatory hearing for any attempted use of deadly force against a person. Do you have any questions right now?
Was there an exchange of gunfire, or did the suspect brandish or point his weapon at the entering officers?
You know, that's a couple things that are under investigation right now. We're waiting for the body camera video to be uploaded so we can accurately say what occurred.
Have you been called out to this home before for domestic disturbance?
The officers in this area have frequently been called out to this location, whether it's disturbance or other type of investigations, so they are familiar with this residence.
Who called 911? The hostage, the roommate? Who made that initial call?
From what I understand is that the roommate contacted a third party who then called 911.
What was the tenor of the conversations with the suspect, and did he indicate a wish to die by suicide by cop?
Right now, a lot of the things that he said will still be under investigation. However, preliminary information leads us to believe that he did have a weapon and that he did not want to come out of the room. So with that information, you know, I can't go into detail exactly what he said verbatim, because you know as well as I do, this is going to be a long investigation.
Do we know yet if it was the suspect that fired that shot inside before SWAT officers went in?
SWAT team members immediately made entry right after that shot was fired. They didn't wait.
But do they know who fired that shot? Was it the suspect?
Right now, that's yet to be determined. You know, but as we said, he did have a weapon in that room, along with 2 knives, and the female was in there and she was rescued.
Any idea how many times he was struck?
Not this time. That would be up to the coroner to determine exact cause and manner.
Janae, this is the second big deadly domestic violence case in 2-3 weeks. What do you want the community to take away from everything that's going on here? Does the city have a domestic violence problem?
I don't think the city has a domestic violence problem as much as, you know, people have to learn how to communicate. You know, learn how to deal with frustrations, maybe learn how to deal with any type of conflict resolution. Unfortunately, this is between two people who, know each other and have some type of relationship. But we extend it out to everybody. We offer so many programs. The Julian Center has help, and there's so many other agencies out there that are willing to help people and be able to give them assistance and guidance on how to do conflict resolution so that things like this don't happen.
Should we assume the officers involved are on administrative assignment?
Yes, each one of them have been placed on administrative assignment, which is standard procedure for any type of officer.
4 of them?
Yes, sir.
Without pay at this time?
I'm sorry?
Administrative assignment without pay?
No, administrative assignment is with pay.
Thank you.
Thank you.